Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to talk about a few photography secrets. Now these may be obvious to most people, but I call them secrets because this isn't something you learn with your photography skill set. This isn't the kind of stuff you can Google on YouTube. Everyone always talks about the technical side of photography, but to make your images so much better actually requires a lot of human elements. Because believe it or not, you are not just in the photography business, you are also in the people business. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Secret number one, make your clients comfortable. It sounds like the easiest thing and the most obvious thing that you need to do before a shoot. I know so many photographers just in this area alone that don't necessarily make their clients feel comfortable. The amount of people I get coming to me who are like, Reino, it's so amazing working with you because you make me feel comfortable. You know, you had like a relaxed vibe about you from the very get-go, and that's really like something that I picked up on. And I'm like, but don't all the other photographers do exactly the same thing? And they're like, no, I felt uncomfortable from the moment I stepped foot into their studio or on location or whatever. So it may seem obvious to most of us, but that is a very, very big thing. It is your responsibility as a photographer to make your clients feel comfortable, because if they are not comfortable, you're not going to get the shots that you need, and they aren't going to like the images at the end of the day, which is just going to be a lose-lose situation for the both of you. And then the whole situation, everything you've worked for and everything they hyped themselves up for came to nothing because the whole experience went belly up. So one thing I always do to make my clients at ease, first of all, be super friendly, be on your best game. I mean, you get the best part of people. It's actually amazing. They dress up, they make sure they look good, they make sure they smell good, they come in a good, positive attitude. You literally get the best side of people. So just make sure that you match that as well. Don't let your clients come in with a good attitude and you have like a bad attitude and then there's already friction from the start. Make sure you're super friendly, make sure you're welcoming. It's just that first base of getting them comfortable, knowing that, oh, okay, I can relax. Like, we're not just gonna jump straight into it and I'm gonna feel uncomfortable about it. Let's chat a little bit, I'll ask them where they come from. And then the first thing that always pops up is them telling me how nervous they are. Most of my clients who come to me, a lot of them actually have never done a shoot before ever, like ever. And a lot of them are very anxious about it. And the first thing I do to make them feel at ease is I just tell them, don't worry about it, I got your back. I'm going to show you how to pose, I'm going to show you where to stand, I'm going to show you how to stand, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. And immediately my clients feel super at ease because they know it is just a weight off of their shoulders, they can breathe. Because everything they stressed about, am I going to look good, what am I going to do with my arms, all of that has been washed away. The more comfortable and relaxed your clients are, the more they're going to enjoy the whole experience as a whole, and the better the photos are going to come out because they're actually going to like the way that they look instead of having like a nervous half look that they tried to attempt but couldn't like really get to because they were like nervous and edgy the whole time. So make sure you put your clients at ease. It is so important. Tip number 2. Make your clients look good. This may seem like another super obvious thing. That's obviously why they come to you and come to the professional. But I don't mean make them look good as in a technical side of things where your lighting is on point and like your framing is perfect. I mean work with your clients. Their angles, what they're comfortable doing, their personality, make them look good. So on that note of bringing out people's specific features that work for them, most of my clients are usually super surprised about how they come out on the photos because of their previous experiences, because they aren't happy with the previous photos. They're usually very shocked at how amazing they look in my photos, and they're like, Reino, how on earth did you make me look this way? And to me, I'm like, you know, it's my everyday get-go. I'm like, no man, it's all you. And they're like, no, I've never been able to get like this many images that I actually like. If you can make your clients that happy with most of the photos, that's a very rare thing. For me to get that reaction from a client is amazing. Like, that's what I live for, that's what I work for, that's the excellence I strive for every single photo. And I know on the technical side, I'm not like a genius and I'm not like an award-winning like worldwide photographer who knows all this technical skill, but if I can get that reaction out of a client, I am super happy, because that to me is more important than just the technical side. This brings us to tip number 3. Pose your clients. Again, it sounds so easy, But I know a lot of people personally who call themselves photographers who don't know how to communicate with your clients. You need to communicate with them. They don't know what they look like. You rock up to a photo shoot, and I always say this, is, you know, you stand in front of the camera and you suddenly realize you have arms, and you're like, what do I do with these? Do they always just hang? Do they always just go on the side? What do I do with these? And it doesn't matter how much you plan or how professional you are, the moment you stand in front of a camera, it's almost like it steals all of your words. Even me, I'm sitting here with my crypt notes just so I can remember what to say, because it is daunting talking to and looking directly into the camera. And then at that point, I mean, you're talking to a complete stranger. A lot of the times my clients are all brand new. They don't know me from a bar of soap. You know, it's an intimidating thing to work with someone new. That being said, another thing that I like to do, that I think I specialize in as well, that makes the whole process a lot easier, is don't just pose your clients, pose with your clients. Mirror them, show them exactly how you want them to stand. Let them mirror you, because that immediately makes them feel comfortable, because you've already done it. They see that it works, they see how you got into the pose, and then they just feel a heck of a lot more comfortable because you can see exactly what's happening to them. And show them in steps. Like, I know a lot of my clients come to me and they're like, I am not a model. Don't put me in like weird, awkward positions. And then at the end of the day, they're so surprised at how amazing the images came out, because I made them do something they would never in their lives have done. But because I could see that that's a pose that would work for them, I helped them to get in it, and it came out successful. That just blows their minds, and that's amazing. That's like a rule of mine. If you feel uncomfortable, then you know you're doing it right. So many times I've taken photos and they're like, I don't think, like, Reino, are you sure this is gonna work? And I'm like, trust me. And then at the end of the day, those photos are the ones they prefer over their own poses that they brought to the studio or to location or wherever. So that's another extra bonus step. If you feel uncomfortable, you know you're doing it right. Tip number 4. Show your clients some photos during the shoot, because you've made them do this weird pose and it came out amazing just the way you wanted to. Show them the photo immediately, because then they'll get like a complete different perspective. And I do encourage that in any way. No matter where you are in the shoot, if you've taken a really nice photo, show your clients what they look like, because then immediately they'll be like, what? That's me? Can I look like that? That is an expression I get all the time from my clients. And if you can get that, they'll be so much more confident during the rest of the shoot that they'll be like, okay, Reino, we got this. You know, you got my back, I trust you, we can do whatever we want. And they'll get the most amazing photos, far over and beyond what they even expected to get. Tip number 5. Use your backdrop effectively. So I was mostly studio trained when I just started taking photos. So the amount of headspace would always be like 10 centimeters above, 10 centimeters below, and everything else is kind of like pointless. You don't necessarily need all of that space, and also taking portrait all of the time. So when I started doing location shoots, I applied the same methods inside the studio, outside on location, and that was wrong. So it didn't matter which location we chose. You know, my clients would be like, did you find this amazing spot at this location? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna like wing it and we'll see what we get once we get there, because, you know, we're just gonna stand still in one place anyway. Big mistake, because I ended up taking all of the photos exactly the same way, and you miss like 90% of the beauty of the backdrop just because you've cropped your clients too close in the photos. So make use of your environment, especially for weddings. I know I'm jumping from like studio to weddings to everything, but if you are on location on a wedding, the last thing you want to do is to just take close-ups, because your clients have spent so much time and energy and money into getting that specific location and that specific venue, because that's what they want. They like the feel and the look of everything. So if you don't incorporate it in the photo, then what was the point? Once again, you may as well have just done it in some random field or in a garden or in a studio. So make sure that you get the elements of the background in and frame that. That's it for today, guys. I hope these 5 tips help you in your photography venture going forward. It certainly has helped me. This is the basis of what my business stands for. I honestly feel like in today's society, I mean, anyone can pick up a camera and click and take a good photo, because the cameras are so good, phones are so good. The only thing that will literally set you apart is you as the photographer, and I'm super proud of these points that I focus on, because that literally is what sets me apart and what makes people want to come to me, because I'm like, great to work with and they enjoy like the whole experience. And that is something that you need to be focusing on. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you want. Click the bell to make sure that you get the notifications whenever I do upload new videos so that you can be the first to get these new tips and tricks and whatever I've got on my sleeve. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy.